Hello. So, YouTube. So it's Sunday night. Hello. Um, Back to work on Christmas projects. Um, I got the cat to leave me alone, and it's been quite an adventure this evening as she keeps trying to climb up my body, getting tangled in the yarn, stepping in my project, trying to eat my hook. I don't know why she is suddenly so violently affectionate, but at least she stopped trying to eat the yarn. So I'm now in love with Tunisian crochet because I've discovered some new techniques like the Tunisian knit and purl. So this, let me switch to my other window so I can see better. It's hard to really get a good look with poor lighting, but it has a nifty texture. Someday I swear I will get better lighting in this room so that you can actually see what I'm doing. Do, 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 do. Let me back here. Make this into a thing. I'm playing with my computer, doing all sorts of nifty stuff. Can I make this stay on top? Of course not. Ah, ta-da. Ta-da! But yes, so I'm now making a hat in Tunisian knit because I get ridiculous when I learn new techniques and it's the only thing I want to do. Um, so I donated blood for the first time this week, and for anybody that hasn't donated blood, if you were able to, there's no excuse. It's relatively painless. It only takes minutes. We were in and out in like an hour, but that included waiting our turn to do our interviews for the health screening. And I'm a first time donor, so it took a little bit longer. But then once I got set up, it took like maybe 10 minutes, and I listened to music and played a game on my phone. um, and then we spent a good 15 minutes just sitting around because they need to make sure you're healthy and okay before you can leave. Um, but the worst damage that came is I have a little bitty bruise inside my elbow. And I was really, really tired when I got home. So I took a nap on Saturday, and then life was fine. Um, but yeah, everybody should make that a habit. Da-da-da-da. Lots of because I don't actually have anything to talk about today. We took the Halloween decorations off our tree today and put on the Thanksgiving decorations. And I can't plug it in because I had to move the tree where I had it sitting in the window so the neighbors could see it. The dog has knocked it over so many times and with such force that she broke the cord, severed the cord for the lights. So my lovely pre-lit tree is no longer lit. But in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that bad. Still a perfectly functional tree. We just had to move it, put it on a shelf. Let's see how wide this actually is. I should have measured it earlier. And it is now 10 inches. But it stretches out to 11 and a half. So I hope that's wide enough. It's unfortunate that Tunisian is not quite as stretchy as regular crochet or knitting, but it's so much thicker, so it'll be nice and warm. And this is just going to be, oh, butt monkeys. I messed this up. I don't want to redo it. I guess I'm just going to have a little bit of curl to it. So we played some D&D today, and my honey badger gave no fox. She was playing bodyguard for a party in a fox's home, and two of the local lords got into a tiff. I'm not going to go into all the details of our session because it took hours. But as one of them challenged the other to a duel, my honey badger jumped in between them. She's like 3/4 of their height, came up only to their mid chest. So she just reached out with both hands, grabbed them both by the belt, and dragged them outside and cussed them both out. It was kind of awesome. And I've been reading more about honey badgers, and the more I read about them, the more I'm really glad I picked one to play because they're ridiculous species. Um, they're late. They can dig their own burrow in minutes, but they're lazy, so they don't want to. So they'll just sometimes be like, "This tile looks nice. I'm going to sleep here tonight," including fox dens, termite mounds, and I forget what else now, but it amused me at the idea that I'm hanging out with these foxes and I'm just like, this is nice, I think I'll stay here. Work has been definitely interesting. They're keeping me very busy, very on my toes with this collaborating with another department. It's a little bit stressful in the day to day, and it's quite daunting to see the responsibility that I'm being given because always I tend to feel like a failure in almost everything I do, and that's inherently untrue. But the imposter syndrome is very real. Um, everybody I know has been through that, being told you're not good enough, you're never good enough, and but why aren't you doing better? And how much better am I supposed to be doing? I never I've completed one, I've only in my life completed two college courses. So, with no real advanced education, finding a good career is hard. I stumbled into something I'm good at. I got very good at it. And I was paid the most amazing compliment this week when somebody from a neighboring department that I've been collaborating with told me that I did an excellent job and that my experience and curious nature are perfectly and uniquely suited to the task they had me doing. It was probably an offhand truth to them, but it really resonated with me because when I'm sitting at work feeling like an imposter, it felt really, really good and very empowering to have somebody tell me I was doing well. Um, Give me a second. I've got another telegram. Feed me again in a half hour. YouTubing. Um, but yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to pause my video. I don't know why people I love insist on telegramming me when they know my YouTubing schedule. This is my favorite part of Tunisian crochet. It's just the simple return row. It's so fun. But yeah, so I learned a thing this week. Last week. I learned a thing recently. It's amazing. Busy, still busy working with Excel at work because I never learned how to use it. And it's about time I did. I feel bad. I feel like I should have something to say to talk about every week. And I don't know. I feel like rambling and nattering about the nonsense that just happens to be on my mind. And there's just nothing on my mind today. I've been lazy with social media. I haven't been keeping up with the news at all. Um, just working a lot, sleeping even more, and crying about my arthritis hurting. I don't know. Daylight savings time ended this weekend, so it was nice to kick the clocks back. Although it's going to suck with how long it's going to be dark in the mornings. What have I done? What did I do? Through here and there, pull up, through here, there. I'm going to need to count my stitches after this row. Make sure I didn't drop any, because that was weird. And this is curling, and it's annoying. That's like the big downside of Tunisian crochet. Similar to stockinette stitch, it curls like that's its job. I had hoped that by using a bigger hook, it would help. Same as the ribbed edge would help. And let me count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 32. I dropped a stitch. Where did I drop the stitch? Where did I lose a stitch? Looking for my lost stitch. There it is. I'm going to put a stitch marker there when I can find one. And then when I get down there, I will pick up an extra stitch, fix it. Okay. Or is that where I lost my stitch? That's where I lost my stitch. Let's try counting again. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 3. That was where I lost my stitch. I'm all good. I have all my stitches. So I brought my big comfy wingback chair upstairs so that I can occasionally sit somewhere that isn't a bed when I want to crochet. I need to figure out where it's going to live full time. I still need to empty out my yarn bins. But we brought the chair and we brought the sewing table upstairs so that Yasera can set up her sewing machine and we can actually have our craft room start working as a craft room. I can't wait. It'll be nice to sit in here and I'll crochet and she can sew. We can watch goofy movies up here. And when I'm not YouTubing, I leave the door open with a baby gate to keep the dog out. This is going to take 3 years to do. I still can't believe I set myself such a high task of so many Christmas presents to make. And why am I insane enough to make them all on YouTube where people can see what I'm making? But hey, you know, nobody knows who's on my list. But untangle. Nobody knows who's on my list, so that's going to be really fun when I get around to actually passing out presents in December. But I think at the end of this row, I'm going to get going because I don't have much to say, and I have a giant pile of laundry that desperately needs folded. Plus another giant pile of laundry that still needs washed. Adulting sucks, and I hate doing it. But on top of that, my poor stupid knee decided not to work today. So I'm having severe difficulty walking, and I'm not dumb enough to take the stairs to the basement now that everybody else is in their bedrooms for the night. The boys are upstairs doing whatever weird gay things they do up there, probably playing Xbox or something. And Ysera's gone to bed early because she's just wiped out. My only saving grace was an accidental nap I took after lunch. And I'm thinking really hard about getting myself a salad for dinner. Because even after eating so much I had a food coma, I'm still hungry. So, nice spinach salad will be a nice light dinner. Won't sit too heavy, but it'll fill me up. And hopefully, I will come up with something to actually talk about on Wednesday. Um, and if you watch this later, by all means, please share this with your friends. Tell me you want me to talk about something in particular. Yeah, I started this evening, and this is how big it's gotten. Um, let's try this experiment. Turn on a flashlight. Ta-da! There's some better, awful, really harsh lighting that shows you a little bit of the texture that I have going in there. It looks cool. But anyways, I hope to hear from somebody that watched this and enjoyed it. I will talk to you later. Bye.